Hello there. Today I felt like I wanted some lentils and I also got several June plums, so I decided that I wanted to see what it would taste like if I put ripened June plums in my curried lentils, and let's see how it goes. It turned out pretty well, but there I was peeling my plum at the fastest possible phase that I could. Pace, sorry. And then I'll proceed to cut in that June plum to the desired size that I wish. And those skins could be used to make something else, but I wasn't feeling the vibe to start something new, to make something else with the skins. So I focused on the main mission, which was to make curried lentils with June plum. So I wanted them to have a nice little bite, so I cut them approximately that size, probably an inch, some half inch, with some amount of thickness to it. I wanted them roughly chopped. I didn't want them to be perfect. Perfection isn't the key here. So I took half of a medium sized onion. I had sweet pepper, hot pepper, a scallion, garlic, and that's how I go about mincing my onions when they're larger. Even the small ones I do like that. Once I want them chopped to perfection, finely chopped, that's how I do it. I make lines and then I cut them into perfect little squares. So when I go ahead to slice it, they'll all just fall off. I might go over it, but that's how I usually do it. So there I was, going it all over. As you can see, it was just crumbling because they were already cut. Whatever wasn't fine enough, I went over it with my little paring knife. And as for the sweet pepper, you don't necessarily need a lot of sweet pepper. You get it to whatever size you want to. I just followed the line in the sweet pepper that I had and I cut out a chunk of it, and that was good enough for me. As for the hot pepper, I use probably 3/4 of my hot pepper. I like when my food is spicy. I love spice. And what's a curry without a spice anyway? Whoever wants mild curry, hello? Hello? Hell no. I love when I can't find my escallions or green onions, whatever you call them in your country or region. I also like those finely chopped because I don't like to see a whole lot of mess in my curry. So I was going over them again just to ensure that there weren't any that were too big. You know, I had to grab my trusty garlic peeler. So I use that to remove the skins from my garlic, and I use a very similar method to what I use when I'm doing onions or whatever other herbs or spices. So I make some lines in it. I cut it down horizontally and vertically, and then I proceed to finely chop in my garlic. I prefer it finely chopped. If not, I'd probably grate it. So in a medium frying pan, you are going to get probably a teaspoon of butter, and you're going to make it melt. Put your frying pan on high to medium heat. The flames on my stove is really big, so medium heat, and you're going to switch it to low as soon as it begins to melt. So you're going to let that melt gently and rotate the pot to get it spreading all over. You're going to put like half teaspoon of turmeric, not curry. We're not at the curry stages yet. And then you're going to gently move that pan with that melted oil around. Well, I said oil, but melted butter around it to let the liquid eat away the dry ingredient. It's not a quick process, but I love having fun with my pan. It's kind of like playing with my food. If I don't play with my food, I don't feel well, but I found this method to be quite effective to use the butter, melted butter or oil or ghee, whatever you may use, because all three can be used. Any of the three, I should say, can be used to get your curry, and then you're going to add your spices, your herbs that you cut up, I should say, and you're going to saute them in the pan. You're going to let all the turmeric coat it. If you see here, they're all coated in turmeric nicely, even the bell peppers and the scallions. Now for the star of the show, a can of green lentils, a whole can. That's what I'm using, and to the pot with the spices that are coated in the turmeric, you're going to add the entire can, liquid and all. I deliberately didn't drain it, and you're going to begin to saute that and allow all the flavors to be blended in. You want all the spices all over the peas. Then you're going to add like a 1/3 teaspoon of black pepper, so that's 1/3, and 1/3 teaspoons of all-purpose seasoning, and that's what the lentils look like after they were being cooked for a while. I got caught up, I had to turn it off. There I was adding some dried thyme leaves to my pot, and that you just need probably 2 pinches between your fingers, and add like half a dozen pimentos. The last thing you add is the remaining herbs and the ripened June plum. Then you're going to add curried powder, and that's the finished product. That meal was so delicious. As you can see, I added broccolis to it to complete my meal. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!